Whoa, it is Christmas time. The most wonderful time of the year, especially if you are a turkey because you can get nice and toasty inside, or if you are a pig because you get to be nice and warm wrapped up in blankets. Today I am going to be showing you all how to make some proper naughtiness melodies for your tracks. These can be used for bassline, for garage, basically just any form of electronic music. I will include a free FLP file in the description for you all to enjoy for yourselves. Before today's video, I just want to say that there is a Christmas sale on my store with 50% off everything when you use the code CHRISTMASBASS at the checkout. This sale lasts up until the 27th of December, so make sure to grab yourself a sample pack or preset pack. The link will be in the description. Anyway, enough of my fruity waffling, let's get on with making some wicked melodies. The first melody I will be showing you is from my track Why Don't You See. This is a garage and bassline crossover kind of track. The melody for this features some funky chords that give some nice jazzy spice to the track, because everyone's gotta love a bit of jazzy sauce.
Give your meat a good old rub. Yeah, boy.
The chords in this progression are E minor 9, F sharp dominant 7, B minor 9, A sharp minor 7, and A minor 7. This progression borrows chords from outside of the key, which can add a very nice sound to your progressions. For this example, a big one is a dominant 7 chord. Rather than being minor or major, this chord is dominant, which means that the chord is composed of the root note, which is the bottom note of the chord, a major third, so this is 3 notes up from the root note, a perfect fifth, which is 7 notes up from the root, and a minor 7th, which is 10 notes up from the root. When this chord is used, it is important that you go back to a chord that is in the key, because otherwise the chord progression can just become a mess and a big jumble of confusing chords. Now then, the sound I used for these chords is a wicked synth patch that I like to use in a lot of my tracks. It is just a serum preset that uses 2 saw waves with the unison turned all the way up, the deton and blend adjusted a little bit, and some stereo widiner and some chorus on. Along with this is the default citrus preset, but turned down several octaves, and with a bit of Camel Crusher on. This gives us a nice bone rattling sub bass. Alongside the main chords, I also have an ARP that I made using a serum preset. The notes of this are just 4 notes from the chords that the other serum preset is playing, so they both work well together. This preset is built around 2 square waves, one an octave and 7 semitones above the other. It is important to get the envelope right for this sound, otherwise it will just sound ridiculous. I set the attack time to 0.5 milliseconds, the hold to 0, the decay to 387 milliseconds, turn the sustain all the way down, and set the release to 15 milliseconds. This should give you the bare proper sound you are looking for. If you add all of these elements together, you should get a right funky ting that sounds something like this. The next example I have is from my latest release, Can't Lose. Once again, this is a kind of garage and bassline crossover track. The melody for this track is actually really simple. I have garage rave stab kind of thing that I took from this splice sample. I then cut it up and pitched it to create this loop. There is then a preset from a wicked synth called PG8X underneath it, which creates this kind of rumbling sub thing. Together with the vocals underneath, it sounds like this. And just because I can, here is the nutty drop. I I hope you all enjoyed this video and found it useful. As I said at the start of the video, there is a 50% off sale across the whole of my store until the 27th of December, so make sure you check out the link in the description and grab yourself a bargain. I hope you all have a wicked Christmas and make some proper naughty basslines for Santa Claus.